The reason why we were deployed as a mission to South Sudan by the FIDH is because of the conflict that has taken place in South Sudan since December 2013. And the concern that was there is obviously the impact, the humanitarian catastrophe that has arisen as a result of that conflict. So our findings were that so many South Sudanese civilians are still camped in protection camps that are provided by the United Nations mission in South Sudan. And they have no ability to reintegrate themselves into the South Sudanese community because of the threat of violence. Fighting forces of both the Sudanese government, South Sudanese government, and the opposition, they are still armed. They have not been demobilized. They are ready to fight. There is a number of interventions by different players to try and bring about a peaceful resolution to this conflict. Unless the international community, working with the IGAD and the African Union, can quickly come about with a peace agreement that has got accountability as a key milestone to be achieved. You're looking at a situation where South Sudan will have this cycle of violence because it seems like it's the culture of the country where the political leadership, once they get into disagreement, those disagreements are almost always resolved through use of severe violence that ultimately affects the citizens more than anyone else. So that is extremely important. The second one is that the United Nations itself, their mission in South Sudan is being adapted to focus on protection and security of civilians. But one thing that we felt needed to be done was to also build within the United Nations mission's mandate some basic capacity building around investigations for serious crimes, around documentation of violations, so that when there is this transitional phase that is being negotiated, there can also be a corresponding amount of getting evidence that will be useful in order to break the cycle of impunity through dealing with the perpetrators, but also giving effective remedies, truth-telling to the victims of these violations. These efforts that include imposition of sanctions by the United States as well as the European Union and Canada, we felt we needed to back them up with an arms embargo. It's critical that the supply of arms and ammunition to the fighters in South Sudan be stopped. That potential for regionalization of the conflict, we as an FIDH mission were very concerned that if it's not managed properly, it may result in the conflict moving out to become a regional conflict with all the negative consequences on peace and stability in that region. The IGAD team that is mediating this process is also composed of people who have some interests, some of them financial, some of them economic, some diplomatic or influence. And so it makes it very difficult for this situation to be resolved exclusively by IGAD. That is the reason why we felt that the United Nations has to have a greater say in terms of the general oversight and supervision of the African Union and IGAD efforts at a peace settlement.